All right, here we are, Impact and Influence Radio right here on iHeart. Today's broadcast is brought to you by Blinds of Sacramento, Sacramento's complete solution window covering experts. Give them a call, 916-790-8689 or blindsofsacramento.com. Now, today, we're hanging out with Angela Gaeta from Gaeta Insurance. How are you, my dear?
I'm doing wonderful. It's a beautiful day.
It is a beautiful day. You see that weather out there?
I see that weather.
Holy smokes. All right. So today we're going to be talking about insurance. It's kind of a boring subject, but we're going to make it fun.
We're going to do our best.
No, we're going to make it fun. We're going to make it fun. And you know, we've had insurance people in over the years. We've been doing this 12 years. We've had lots of insurance people. And I think after about year 5, we learned how to make this conversation really engaging and really fun, because there's a lot of information that people don't want to know or talk about, but we all need to know about it.
Exactly.
We all hate making that insurance payment every month, but then we tell you, as soon as we need it, we're glad we have it.
Exactly.
So, all right, so we're going to be talking about this Gaeta Insurance. Tell me, what do you do?
What do I do? So my story here is I've been in insurance. Sometimes I say my whole life. So when you talk about it's a boring subject, you rarely meet people who say, I grew up, I wanted to be an insurance agent.
Is this what you wanted?
No, not exactly. Not even that. I ventured out.
Okay.
But my mother was in insurance,
Okay.
and someone lived on our street way back when I was a baby and said, hey, why don't you join my team? And she did. She actually started with Farmers Insurance herself, who I'm with now. And she went on, moved over to State Farm, worked claims, became an agent, was a consultant, then went back to agency. And even though I went and did my own thing here, there, and everywhere, a little bit of law here, worked for a graphic design company, did HR, I did a little bit of everything, but I came back to insurance, and I helped her build her agency in 2009 from scratch, which for people that don't know, it means you start with 0 clients.
Oh, yes.
0. So we helped build her agency up, and then she recently retired, December 2024, and then in I came with Farmers Insurance, guns blazing, hit the ground running. So it's been great.
That's awesome. Now, types of coverage. What is it that you're property, casualty, and so forth, right?
Yes, we do everything. So people are always auto home. That's what's on top of mind. But with Farmers Insurance, we also help people with business insurance. So
that's good.
It's wonderful. So we can help them with, whether it's your dentist or your optometrist or your attorney, your hair salon. We can help everyone. Contractors. You see all those cars up and down the road. I've trained my team. I'm like, take a picture. Let's give them a call. We can help them out. So we really do a little bit of everything, including even life insurance to help our people out, which is near and dear to my heart personally.
Yes.
And not everyone talks about it. You talk about something you're going to need. That's one of them.
Well, we all need, here's an interesting story. I'm driving down the freeway. It's a storm. The freeway starts to give way, and I hit this slab on the freeway. It tears the car up, and so we're always sitting there going, well, I'm going to drive better. I'm going to make sure that I don't get any accidents. I'm going to drive less. When you're going 70, 75 down the freeway and you hit part of the freeway, there's nothing you can do.
There's nothing you can do at that point.
And that's where you hope you have good coverage.
100%. And to your point, I didn't mean to. It's very serious when that happens. But I tell people, you can try and do the best you can do.
I know.
I literally, after everything happened with COVID-19, I was rear-ended personally myself 3 times in an 18-month period.
Yeah.
I wasn't even moving. It was other people.
Yeah.
And so that's why we want that coverage to be there. It's for those unknowns when you were least expecting it and when it's not even your fault.
You need a red car.
I was thinking the same thing. I was like, my car blends in too much. I'm about to go get...
Does your car look like a brick wall? Is that what's happening?
It's a great car. I think it just blends into the atmosphere. I don't know what's going on. My husband was like, you need a new car. We got to switch these cars out.
We're going to go get you something bright yellow with lights flashing, blinking on it.
Exactly.
In fact, you know what? We'll get you one of those like Caltrans trucks.
Oh my gosh. You can't miss me.
No. And all kidding aside, we never know. And again, the life insurance, health insurance, medical insurance, there's a reason for all of these things. And as much as we hate it, let me tell you, when you need something, you're gonna really wish you have the right coverage. So where does your passion come in?
Oh my gosh. So my passion comes in, it's easy. I think about this all the time. There's a book called Start With Why, Simon Sinek. I'm a big fan of his. And my why always goes back to helping people. It doesn't matter what industry I was working with. I feel like everything I worked in before, whether it was teaching kids or being in HR, it helped me work with people. And I truly do want to help people. And I think that's what distinguishes our agency, is that people feel it. They feel like they're getting taken care of. People are answering their calls. They're replying. We text message. I am telling you, it's not even phone calls anymore. We'll be texting. I had someone text me last night at 6:30, saw it, replied back on the phone. So we're being responsive with our customers and they love it. And so when I feel like we are in a place to educate and help and build those relationships, that's all it is. I tell my team all the time, you want to think about every day, who do I get to help next? And so by doing that, we can help provide our customers with a coverage that they need, hopefully at an excellent price, of course, but truly what they need so that they understand the value.
Well, the other thing, though, is it's not about having the best price. You can have the best price insurance and it'd be crappy poo-poo insurance.
Exactly.
Again, when you need it, you're going to really hope that you have the right stuff in place. And sometimes it is spending a little bit more. And also working with somebody that you know that you could reach out to and can help you take care of the things. You know, you don't want to have to call the Philippines or somewhere to get a simple question answered. You should be able to call, send a text message over, Yeah.
Exactly. And that's what we pride ourselves on, and for my team. And so I'm really proud of them and what they do to help our customers out as well. So that's the main goal. The why is always, how can I help our clients be in the best financial position, secure position if something does happen, that they don't have to worry, right? Talk to us before you need us, essentially, and we're there for you.
One of the things that you had mentioned before we started was the challenges of getting insurance. It's becoming increasingly hard. What I see is people that are living up in the mountains, the foothills, and they're too far from a hydrant, and they can't get homeowners insurance or fire insurance or whatever. Is this what you're seeing?
Absolutely. That's it 100%. If you're not 1,000 feet from a fire hydrant, now you're in an even higher fire class. And now you definitely will need California Fair Plan. We're seeing that a lot. And honestly, everyone thinks of fire as the main thing, which is huge in our area, especially up in the hills. And it's creeping in closer, even parts of Roseville, parts of Folsom. But what we're also seeing are things like water claims, water losses.
Well, I was going to say landslides. Yes. I mean, the avalanche that we just saw take, what was that, 9 people, whatever, killed with that avalanche. You're living up in the high country. You could have actually, what's interesting is it's my wife's niece. They just bought a house up in Pollock Pines, and that storm, one of the trees came down and landed on the house, and they went out there and they assessed the damage, and they said, oh, well, no, it's just it landed on the porch and the RV, which is fine. It's not that big of a deal. Well, they bring the people out, the structural integrity people, and knock the house off the foundation. So they don't even know what they're going to do at this point. It's like they're moving out of the house.
That's what we're hearing. Some saying, do I need to just leave this city I've lived in for years or leave this state? And I'm glad you mentioned that tree falling on the house, because a lot of people up in the hills, they say, I'm just going to get that California Fair Plan. I don't want to afford it. Or they speak to an agent that maybe didn't let them know there are options out there. You don't have to only rely on Fair Plan. Because guess what? If you rely on Fair Plan and that tree falls in your home, it may not be covered. It probably won't be covered. Fair Plan's only fire.
So the question then becomes, what do they do? What are they going to do with that house? I mean, they still have to make the mortgage payment on it. They're going to live with mom and dad. And is the insurance even going to cover it? That's really not my problem, right? That's for them to figure out. But the point is if it was your problem, you're going to wish that you had the right stuff in place and the right people to help you put those things in place.
The right people to help you, because that's what we reach out to people all across the state. And I cannot tell you, it's at least 3 to 6 times a week where we are assessing current coverage, or we see people, we're like, well, why did you get into this policy? I don't know. That's what the agent just said. That was my only option. Actually, we have about 50 different carriers. You have options.
You have a lot of options. Yeah. And then the other side of it is with the car. I mean, you hit with a rock and you need a windshield, and you're like, do you have windshield coverage? I can have windshield coverage. And so, like with me right now, we're with Progressive. We don't even have windshield coverage. When we were with Safeco, we did have windshield coverage. And so it's like, do you have the necessaries that you need in order to get what you need? Are you getting what you need with your insurance? That's again where a good agent can come in.
100%. And with Farmers, we actually do have that. We have the glass buyback, which I say on every single call, it's my favorite coverage that we have. And I think I see a claim for it almost every.
Oh no, man. When I used to have little sports cars and Porsches and stuff. And let me tell you, when you have a car that's low to the ground, you're going to get hit with every rock. And when you have a Porsche, the windshields are very expensive. If you have glass coverage, I think it was like $50 we were having windshields replaced. We were getting a new windshield like every year for something.
Listen, I'm the agent myself. I got a crack. I'm about to call it myself for that glass buyback, honestly. Yeah. And I think it's my third windshield.
No, we're in an SUV now. We haven't had any trouble. And it'll be hilarious is tomorrow I'll talk and I'll be like, guess what? On the way to the event tonight,
Exactly.
And it just, and again, you never know. You just never know. You have no idea.
You have no idea. And so, that's the whole point of insurance and why we're here. So while it may seem dry, I get a little excited about it. I try and pump my team up about it.
I think it's a fun conversation.
We get to help people. Yeah.
I think it's a fun conversation. I think this is great. What types of clients are you looking for?
So the type of client that we're looking for, we work a lot with homeowners, of course. I would say that is our strongest suit. We're able to help people with homes and try and help them holistically look at the whole picture of you and your family and really get to know you and your needs. Our ideal clients, honestly, the whole state of California, certainly homeowners and business owners are who we're looking at a lot right now, who we've been really able to help. And it's been pretty fantastic, actually. We've had a great year. Recently, another hard to place coverage, condos.
HO6?
Yes.
Why?
Yes. Here's why. So same time frame right after about COVID, when there were a lot more claims and insurance carriers weren't able to increase their rates, they noticed those big condo complexes out there, even resorts like out in Tahoe, the claims that they were having were incredibly expensive. And so the burden for the HOAs went up significantly. And then that kind of filtered down to condos themselves being a high risk category. Only recently, like I literally got this email yesterday, we're able to start writing condos with one of our carriers, and even with Farmers, now we can write condos without having to like bundle with an auto. And so we're finally starting to see the condo landscape open. Condos have been so difficult to place, and especially if you own it.
I have not heard this.
Yes, at landlords. You talk about our other main clients. We work with so many landlords, and so some have about 8 different. They have multiple condos, and so I've had to reach out and identify carriers to help my clients because it's been a really niche market. But we're finally starting to see that open up.
I had no idea.
Who would think condos were like, oh,
what?
Why is it so difficult? But
how come I do this every single day? Every day we bring somebody in. We get all these different people. We get insurance people in here all the time. Go back through the list. We must have had 50 to 80 insurance agents over the years. No one's ever mentioned that to me.
Oh, yes. It's been,
every time I sit down and talk to somebody, I learn something. It's just the craziest thing.
It's the funniest thing. I reached out to my team member, go find all the condo people. We weren't able to help over the last year because now we can.
Yes, retention. I like that. That actually shows what kind of business person you are. Very smart. Very, very smart. Most people are looking for today's new business. They're not looking at the business that that didn't become a deal.
Yeah.
That was when I was in the mortgage industry. I mean, this is a million years ago. But when I was doing mortgages, that's why I was so successful was I just told the bosses, just give me your dead deals. I don't even care about finding new business. Just give me the deals that didn't happen. And I can go back and look at DTI. I can see, did they get pay raises? Did that car get paid off? Did that late payment finally drop off? Were there collections that are paid off? And essentially, yeah, that's exactly what you're doing.
That's what we're doing, and we're able to do it because I'm pretty big with tech. I love technology. I lived before we came up to Roseville in 2004, I was in Sunnyvale, and it was a great time. It was literally like when Google was forming, right? I still remember my friend's older brother picking us up. Hey, there's this new thing called Google. You guys should start using it, right? So I'm really big on all the insurance tech that's out there, and so my agency is very streamlined. We try to be as efficient as possible to help our clients out, and so we can go back and reach out and help other people or identify missing opportunities that are already just sitting there. And I feel like that's truly, where the industry is going with all these technological advances. You have to start partaking into them, or you may not be here in 2 years or 5 years.
Oh man, yeah, I'm dead 100%. We again, and that's one of the things I keep telling everybody is just do what everybody else isn't doing, and you're going to do just fine. How has the industry shifted over the years? I know, where do you start, right?
Where do you start? It's like what I was just saying. I feel like the biggest way that the industry itself has shifted is there used to be you had the local agency on the corner, and so agents themselves reached out to people in their local community. The way that we're looking at it, or the way that I'm looking at it in our agency, and a lot of other agents have seen this shift, is no, we live in the state of California. There are 33 million people we can help here. We can expand the net of people to help. Why restrict yourself when it's truly a blue ocean? And so I think where it's shifting for agency owners, what they really need to consider is casting that wider net. Consider looking at the lead game. I know it's up and down, but there are people out there that need help. And so it's to their advantage to
it's relationships.
Tap into it.
It's relationships. And see, here's the other thing is I talk to these business owners and they go, are you B2B or are you B2C? What difference does it make? You can tell me that a B2B isn't a consumer also? Like, come on, dude. Like, everyone's a person. I don't care what it is that you're selling. And I'm talking to every single person that's listening or well, they would be listening. Whatever it is that you're selling, whether it's you're a realtor, you sell popcorn, you sell toilet paper, you sell tires, windshields, whatever it is that you're selling, everybody needs those products. Every single product that's out there, we all need those products. And it's all cyclical. And so we all have to work together. And I think the moment that we start, well, that's not really my clientele or that's not my demographic, you're kidding yourself, because these are all living, breathing people. They're all customers.
Exactly. And that's why it goes back to who's the next person I can help. It doesn't have to be in this same zip code. Yeah. And what we've seen with the way technology is, and people are more open to it now. We have our clients, some in San Diego, some in San Clemente.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And they come.
The magazines, I mean, we've grown to 50 states, and some people are like, yeah, but you're not localized. I'm like, well, I mean, yeah, we are, but I mean, you can do business essentially anywhere with the technologies that we have now.
Yes. And our customers, I laugh because there was one the other day and she was saying, she's like, I think I've already spoken to you more than my last local agent, because we just are able to still communicate and still connect and really form these relationships. Like I was actually when I was on a business trip this weekend, I almost tried to meet up with one of my clients, but we couldn't make it happen. Yeah. But 300 miles apart, that relationship's still there. Yeah.
No, it's very, very important. Angela Gaeta, Gaeta Insurance, GAETAINS.com, 916-957-1603. Anything you want to add before we get out of here?
916-957-1608.
Oh, look what you did.
There we go, 08.
No, did you tell me wrong earlier?
No, probably the 3 just looked like an 8. I don't know. On your hand.
I don't know.
1608.
916-957-1608. You know what's actually cool about mistakes? You know what's really neat about mistakes when we're doing this stuff? It's because if we didn't make the mistake, they would just buzz over. The fact that it actually became something now that goes into their...
You're going to think it. They're going to be like, all right, what was that number again? Hold on.
They pay more attention to it,
but no, anything else to add? We are certainly here. Our office is in Rockland right now, but you can go to our website and reach out to us, or our Facebook page, wherever. We're there for you. You can shoot us a text. I know we were talking about it, and we can look into helping you for, honestly, all of your insurance needs.
Excellent. Gaeta Insurance, GAETAINS.com, 916-957-1608. There it is. Hey, and thank you guys so much for listening. Thank you so much for being here.
It was a pleasure.
And we will see you next time. Bye-bye.